Welcome back to Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. Today we are going to review my completed 2021 album for month in review so that you can get some ideas on what to put in there and ideas for different layouts. So a little bit of background is that this album is just a compilation of what happened each month in 2021 so that I don't feel like I have to scrapbook every little event. Instead, the month is represented in the pictures that I've chosen. One new thing that I added to this album is a charm that tells me the year. So when this is up on my shelf, I can quickly see that this is 2021. Now I did this because this is a post-bound album. These are the only post-bound albums that I use because it's too hard to add pages. And this is actually a metal bookmark hook with some jump rings and then a Tim Holtz number tag. I think that's what it's called. I'll link it down below. I'll link this bookmark too. And that just slides in to right here, and I put it in between some page protectors so that it's solid and not moving, and then it just hangs so I can easily identify which year this album goes to, because each of my month in review albums are black and I want them to be uniform. All my other albums doesn't really matter what color they are, but they're also not post bound, and so they've got the book plate that tells you what's in that. So we're just going to go through today this album so that you can get an idea. And I apologize, this is in the album, so there might be a glare. Okay, so I used a cut file to say hello 2021 as my title page. And then this is the setup for each month. Each month has the same layout design. So you've got 8 2x3s here, 8 2x3s here, and 2 4x6s. I've reviewed this in the past, but I just wanted to go through this, and then what we'll do is we'll go through 2022 because I have completed January. I did cover some pictures for privacy reasons, but you can see I've got my journaling all done. And I did find that completing the journaling at the end of the month you're going to do, even if you don't have pictures, really helps because you're not going to remember what happened every month. And so, for example, I completed December's journaling at the very end, like January 1st. Actually, it might have been even before January 1st I completed it, because all of the big events had already happened. Like December is Christmas, so once Christmas is over, it doesn't really matter, right? So I used 2 different collections for this. I used Echo Park's Forward in Faith and Echo Park's Hello Again. So there's no textured, but the colors really went well together. So for example, this is Hello Again, but this is the Forward in Faith. Forward in Faith and Hello Again right here. So that is this December. I have my pages mixed up here. Okay, well, here's December 1. It's supposed to be rotated, so that's the end of November. That's really funny. Whoops. That's okay. Looking back at a month that's not messed up, I tried to have these pages coordinating. So the bottom paper here is the top paper here, the top paper here is the bottom paper here. These border strips are probably flip sides of each other or something along those lines. And I used Project Life cards, like legit Project Life cards, to do these. So then the end of the album is again a cut file. It just said goodbye 2021. This 2021 is the exact same thing here, but I used black here and white here based on the background paper. And then I just kind of summarized this year. This year has been one of great change. We spent 5 months of this year in the hospital and the rest adjusting to a new member. And then we get into memorabilia. So I found, this is what I've learned, that a lot of my memorabilia is actually cards. The 12 by 12 format does not allow you to easily put the cards in here. And so what I've done for next year is that I only have 1 of these pages instead of 2, but I have 3 of these divided pages. Now these divided pages I made with my fuse tool. Most cards are either 5 by 7 or 4 by 6. So the way that this is divided is 4 by 6 and 5 by 7 right here. The math works out really good. So I've got 2 pockets. Now I will have to suffer and live with cards that are 4 by 6, but horizontal, and put them in this way. Who cares? Not a big deal. We are just in it for documenting these cards that we've received. So let me pull out my 2022 album and we'll do a little flip through of that as well. So here's my 2022 album, again, black post-bound album. And I've got my charm that says 2022. Same thing, and I just stick it right in there and it'll show me the year. My first page actually has all of the scraps and my design. So in a previous video you would have seen that, this is why I don't like post-bound albums. We'll just go with it, sorry. You would have seen how I actually built this album. Okay, so here is January. Now, it's middle of February right now, and I did my journaling late, and it was hard, let me tell you. I had to go back through and look at some monthly journaling that I do to remember what we did this month. But it was a super easy thing to do. Now I did change up the sketch just a smidge, right? I wanted these spaced out and these spaced out. Well, the way that the Project Life app works is that you get 2 pictures in a 4x3 size no matter if you choose to or not. So I ended up doing vertical, 3 vertical, 4x3 divided, 4x6 photos. So I used all 6 instead of keeping with the sketch and going like that. And I felt like I could because my embellishment cluster here is pretty small. And I wanted to be able to see these little Nomi guys. I think they're just super fun. So this is literally January 2022. So my February is open and waiting for its pictures. I would love to hear your thoughts on your guys' month in review. If you even do your month in review, what collections you use. I would be very interested to hear what you decided to do this year with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.